Hey guys, this is Yoda. Earlier today, Blizzard dropped some patch notes on us for the 11.05 PTR. There's a lot of changes for other classes, among them Rogue, Mage, and Hunter. But most importantly for us, because I care more about Prot Paladin got changed. Basically, there's 4 lines of text, but what they all say basically is that Seal of Order is now baseline. So if you watched the last video I had talking about all the new Paladin changes, one of my main gripes was that Seal of Order was being taken away. Real quick, we'll mouse over Seal of Order here in the old talent calculator, which is currently on live. The most important thing is Blessing of Dusk. Increase your armor by 10% and Holy Power generating abilities cool down 10% faster. So not only is that your 3 baseline ones, which is Blessed Hammer, Judgment, and Hammer of Light, or sorry, Hammer of Wrath, I was also working on Eye of Tear and Divine Toll. So if you read, and you're also getting 10% armor. So if you read the changes here, base armor increased by 10 and armor from Shield of Righteous increased by 10. So that basically is the armor portion of that from Seal of Order. And then this is saying, oh, Blessed Hammer, Judgment, Hammer of Righteous cooldown reduced by 10%. So that's, the same thing. And then that's the 10% CD you're getting. And also Inmost Light, which is your Eye of Tear cooldown, is going to 33 instead of 20. So before we had a 60-second cooldown and it got reduced to 45. Now it's 60 and it's reduced to 40. So it's basically the same thing as having Seal of Order baseline. The one thing that is not affected by this change, but is affected by Seal of Order, is Divine Toll. So Divine Toll will have a 60-second cooldown now instead of 54, which I think is fine. We're happy with that. Seal of Order was like our strongest talent, and now it's baseline, so that is awesome. So looking at the new tree through the lens of that, we'll go to the new tree here. So the right side, not much has changed. We got Refining Fire, but with Templar, you don't really back into like Amender's Shield stuff because you only really throw them you throw them quite rarely. And also this talent is stuck behind Improved Holy Shield, so it's basically untakeable. So not much has changed on the right side. However, we are going to take Tyrion's Devotion, which gives you much shorter cooldown on Lay on Hands. The reason for that is because we'll transition into the left side. We get Imperial Horde is one of the new talents. Lay on Hands grants target 100% increased armor. So with all the new armor stuff, you're basically hitting armor cap with this every time you use Lay on Hands on yourself, which is going to equate to like 50% DR for 30 seconds, which is like kind of freaking crazy. So yeah, I don't know what the cooldown actually will be with this. I think it's going to be about 2.5 to 3 minutes, rough math. But there's that. Then also, so I don't know if you guys have been watching the Paladin keys I've been doing recently, but the build I was playing had Strength of Conviction and not Zealot's Paragon. So basically compared to that build, Strength of Conviction is now baseline. We already had Divine Toll, we already had Resonance, we already had Divine Purpose, but we didn't have Zealot's Paragon. So basically you're getting like everything you had before. Again, before I was saying this is like not good because we were trading Seal of Order for it, but now Seal of Order is baseline. So basically getting Zealot's Paragon for free, which is awesome. Very happy with that. On the left, they did finally fix up the tree a bit since last time. So face armor is going to be 4.5, or the tooltip here says 20%, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be 5%. I think that's a tooltip bug. Lightforge Blessing was tripled. It was 1%, now it's 3%. This will actually show up pretty high on your healing meter now, I think. We do need one of these 3 useless talents, unfortunately, which is Lead the Charge. Doesn't really do anything. Worthy Sacrifice is definitely terrible. Never play that. Righteous Protection could see some use if there's a lot of poison and disease dispels. And Holy Ritual is just horrendously undertuned, so it's not worth the talent point. You do need one of these 3 though to get to Seal of Might. Some other cool additions we have are Consecrated Ground, now in the class tree. It basically traded places with Refining Fire. Since it was blocked behind Improved Holy Shield, it was basically untakeable. Now you basically can take it for 1 utility point, which is awesome. We also get Inspired Guard, 15% increased healing taken during Ardent Defender. Not bad. Eye for an Eye is just straight up some amount of damage, which is kind of boring, but we'll see how much it is. Light Bearer, I believe, reads as 4% increased healing to the group. Let's see, 10%. Let's say the healer heals the whole group for 2 each. Then normally they would heal for 10, and now they're healing the group for 10.2. So it's not very much increased healing, but I think you still might play it. I would consider this a replaceable talent. You could drop it for like random utility nodes. As we mentioned in the last video, most of these talents are completely worthless and useless. Judgment of Light is pretty undertuned. Golden Path is terrible. Selfless Healer is terrible. Light Certification is completely useless. Seal of the Crusader, completely useless. Holy Ritual, horrendously undertuned. Stoicism, useless. But that said, basically compared to the current tree, we are, I believe, minus 4% haste. We did lose 4% haste from Seal of Alacrity being gone. Plus 6 seconds CD on Divine Toll, which is the difference between Seal of Order being baseline and like the actual talent Seal of Order. And we have gained Zealot's Paragon, Lightforge Blessing 1% to 3%. We gained face armor, which I believe is 5% extra armor the whole time, pretty much. Light Bearer, however useful this is, not super useful. Inspired Guard, which I think will actually be quite decent since you use Ardent very, very often in the current build. Imperial Ward, which will be, I think this will like completely change how you play the game when it's actually active. It's like an extra major cooldown you have. Basically right now you can like bubble one pull, then you can go back to the next one, but bubble only lasts 8 seconds. Go back only lasts like 8 seconds. This is lasting 30. So like for the next 30 seconds you are at armor cap, which is crazy. I feel like they're gonna nerf that. Anyway, so we're gaining this. Conch Slow being takeable is also super nice. Before it was basically, you basically had to sacrifice Tears Enforcer for it, which was a massive damage loss. But now you actually get it. And we get 2 random utility nodes, which is like lead the charge, eye for an eye, or you know, whatever. You can drop, I'm pretty sure you can drop eye for an eye and light bear, and then you can just pick whatever utility nodes you want. Like you can take after image again, you can get 2 points in, or 1 point rather, in Fist of Justice. You can take reduced CD on blind, whatever you want. You do have the points for it. So all in all, a lot of the new talents we got are completely useless, but the addition of Seal of Order baseline basically means Paladin is going to be way stronger than I thought originally, since I thought Seal of Order was basically being taken away. You know, having your best talent baseline instead of having it taken away is a really good change for Paladin. So I am super excited about Prot Paladin in the 05 patch. Also, Paladin pairs really well with Moonkin, and Moonkin was looking really strong, so I'm hoping to play a comp with Prot Paladin and Moonkin later in the season. So that's gonna be super hype. Anyway, just wanted to do a quick video since everyone's been asking me about the changes. The TLDR is all of these lines can be summarized by Seal of Order is now baseline except for the change to Divine Toll. So I think Paladin is looking pretty good for the 05 patch. Right now it's not that strong on live. I am still playing it because I think it's pretty good in the raid. But yeah, all right, thanks everyone for watching. Peace out.